Right, we're going to try and fit in today's game of rapid chess. This will be 10 minutes each, up to 20 minutes long, so 2186. Good luck. Oh, only 84 games for my opponents. A very high rating for only 84 games, but 11,000 in blitz and 16,000 in bullets, so it should be an established rating. Let's just go d4. Okay, so we're going to play an endgame, potentially. Oh, he's playing this gambit line. You can go for one of these dangerous lines. I don't think I want to do that, or not yet. I'll just develop. So bishop up is a move, I think. I really want to get castle though. I don't want to worry too much about this. Bishop up, what do I do if you shift? If you go there, I'd definitely take. If you shift the queen and pawn up, I don't quite remember. I'll just play it anyway. I don't remember the theory on this. But I don't want to take. I'm just going to develop here, let my opponent take back. Very sharp line, can easily go wrong. Like I say, my opponent's got a very high rating for not many games there. But I'm just trying to get castled. I expect my opponent wants to go queenside, and no doubt will do at some point. Eventually will kick my bishop. Yeah, it does take, so we just take back. We don't need to think about that move. So we'll drop the bishop back and come around the angle, see how aggressive black gets. But I still want a castle if I can do. Probably kingside, but let's just see. But the idea is to fly everything down the board and get castle, of course. Okay, so again, don't need to think about that one. We just... Okay, now that makes the decision different, doesn't it? It's going to go kingside now. Okay, let's castle while we can. So the bishop now develops. Okay. Take, I don't really want to do it. If I drop back, you're just getting developed anyhow, aren't you? So I don't think I've got anything else to do other than to take. Let's just develop our pieces, get the rooks into play. Pawn, I'm not sure I want to push forward. Maybe I should. I'll just play a holding move for now, just so we've got that emergency square for later. I'm looking at pushing the pawn up, but whether it's feasible right now, I'm not sure. Okay, queen comes up offering a trade. I tend to do better when I trade queens than when I don't, so it's common sense that maybe I should. Knight up first might be a move. Takes. Here, if you do this, I guess I can simply push on. Yeah, on the whole, I tend to do better when I trade than when I don't, so it makes sense to trade. I can always play b3 if you go with the pawn. Okay, knight up, so I'm just going to go forward just to hit the pawn, and then maybe c3 just to try and restrict the knight, or I'll just try and activate my rooks. Not going to be easy to create any chances, but that's the same for both of us. Oh, that's almost a mistake. I nearly moved there, and obviously the knight covers. If I do c3, the knight can't actually drop back, so I'm just going to centralize the rook for now. How do I want to do this? So yeah, I'm just going to go a3. I'm just going to try and get my pawns up the board, I think. So let's go b4. Okay, comes across logical. So I assume rook up is a move. Then what if you fly down? Knight in otherwise is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Knight's a bit of a problem. So we might have gone slightly wrong. Can I go here? Takes across, takes, doesn't quite work. So I'm just going to push this pawn up as well and try and just keep marching forward. Okay, let's go forward again. If pawn down takes, knight across, we hit the rook and then pawn, but you can easily jump across. Now can I push? Or maybe I go knight here, I'm not sure. I'd like to push this pawn on, but obviously the knight's a bit awkward right now. Maybe I just simply come here and go for the open file. What's wrong with that? I want to jump across and just try and go for the common sense open file and hope there isn't some sort of checkmate tactic here, which there could be, of course. So knight over now, or knight back. I actually like the move knight back. You can imagine if the rook gets across, knight check is a problem. I'm going to come back and hit this rook. I've got the option to take, but I want to try and get active, so I'm looking at playing this rook forward and going after the back pawn. Okay, that's maybe not an option now. This is not easy, is it? Because this pawn is a real serious problem. So I might just sack this one. So what about knight back? I guess I've got rook across, encourage pawn up, but I'm not sure I want to do that. Knight back, takes. If you take here, it's an easier target, isn't it? I'm going to drop the knight back. I don't think my opponent will take, but it's a chance to temporarily grab a pawn. But I think I've got a good pawn structure then if you take and then take here. Sorry, here. I'll pre-move in case takes because it's a safe pre-move, but I'm a minute down on the clock. This pawn could be the big problem of the game. Could be. Black's got the better structure. I'm in a 3 and 3 connected, and I've got my pawn's a bit disconnected. That's why I don't mind sacking this pawn. Hope it's temporary, and then I've got a better pawn structure. Yeah, opponent just takes, so this is loose still. So here, if you take, I'll have to take, but then you've got this, so that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? That's a bit of a problem. Okay, I think I'm going to play knight across. Although, can I play knight across? Rook down might be strong. Take, you can go with the rook. No, I'm going to take the knight. I'm going to accept that I'm losing pawns here. I'm going to try and collect this one, but there is this sort of issue. Okay, now I'll go here and hit this pawn. Now, can I push here now and sack this? I don't think it quite works. Maybe I need my king across, I'm not sure. Let's play across and pressure this pawn. I don't think I'm actually getting anywhere, am I? I need to try and get my king across to guard. I don't think I can. But you can imagine if you get here and here, that's a little bit of a problem. Maybe I can throw pawns up and somehow defend, but it's a bit of a problem. So I've gone wrong this game, so we should be losing this one. But it is what it is. We'll just see as time passes. Maybe I want to move like g4 so I can march forward. I could go here as a holding move, take and take. Yeah, that's probably about as good as I've got. If you take, I'm going to take this pawn. And now I'm going to start edging the king up if I can. Okay. Now I'm going to try and come back here and try and force a trade of pawns. If takes, I'll have to go with this rook, I think, otherwise I'm just lost. So I have to go with this one. Now I've got to try and collect some of these pawns. Very dangerous position, this. Not easy to see how I do anything at all, is there? And that's a really good move, and that's just probably winning on the spot. Takes. Yeah, I can't take there. I've got to bring my king up. That move is just winning on the spot, I think. I don't think I've got any real compensation here. I think we've just gone wrong this game. So you just say well done. Obviously your opponent's played a good game. But these pawns are going to be really difficult to stop. And that really does finish it, doesn't it? It's going to connect the pawns up. So all we can do is drop back here and try and get our king across, but I think it's not likely to happen. Oh, I was expecting the king to go there, actually. Let's bring our king up then. I don't know if I dare push any of these pawns, or maybe better leaving them where they are. I can't see any obvious way to make my 4 and 3 work that side. But I'll have to try, won't I? We have to try, but I can't really stop this. And the king is coming in. Maybe here, even if king down, takes, I can never stop this pawn. So I've got to try and push, but I've got nothing. My king's been cut, so I've got no way to come back, so I just can't stop the pawn pushes. So that's unfortunate, but this game is over. My opponent's played this as expertly as you can play it. There's nothing I can do about this. Nothing I can do, is there? Let's just make a few random moves. Yeah, see, I've got the option takes here, but you just can't stop the pawn. Yeah, I can't be bothered playing that one out. Let's just resign that one. Let's see where the engine says that we lost that. Let's just pause it and come back, but no point playing a game out when you're completely lost. So where was our blunder? Oh, it was taken with the wrong rook. I should have taken with the other rook, apparently. Apparently I should have taken with the other rook. So we're still worse there. We are still worse. So I should have taken with the rook. But yeah, just a perfect game for my opponent. 94% accuracy. I've played 89%. Just one of them games my opponent's just played near perfect game. So you just say, well done.